quick thing I gotta say before the video starts.
By the way, if I'm awkward, it's cause like my uncle's in the other room, so he could probably hear me, you know, recording this. I'm sorry if I'm a little awkward or it takes me a while to get things out. Alright, bro, this took way too long to just get out the way, so I'm gonna try to shorten it for y'all real quick. I might forget some things that I was supposed to say, but at this point, I really don't care. Long story short, I already read this part of the DDLC Side Stories and things like that. But I was kind of rushing myself and things like that. In the beginning of playing DDLC Literature Club, I was rushing myself because literally the funny thing is, before they ever announced DDLC Literature Club Plus, I took a back, I like backtracked on watching some YouTubers who, got into DDLC Literature Club or played DDLC Literature Club. Like, I was watching this YouTuber that, I recently got into and things like that. And when I first came upon him, I noticed that he played DDLC Literature Club, and I started watching him play it, things like that, yada, yada, yada. And literally, like, I just went on a train of, going back to, YouTubers who played, DDLC Literature Club, or YouTubers that I haven't even seen yet play DDLC Literature Club, that I never got to go to, or ever got the time to watch play DDLC Literature Club. Then literally a little while after that or something like that, when me and my friend Kyle, some of y'all probably know him, we're talking about DDLC Literature Club, we decided to play it on our own. So he downloaded it, and then we just started doing the dialogues, messing around, fooling around with the dialogues and things like that, and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, a month later, they just put out the DDLC Literature Club Plus. And I was like, oh, cool, there's the side stories. But then, I think they, tinkered with the main story and changed a little bit about it. But honestly, I've seen the main story and binge-watched it way too many times and played it with my friend way too much to be going backtracking on that and going through all that again and things like that. I've already seen all the girls' playthroughs and things like that. I already know what to expect, so honestly, I don't feel like doing the main story anymore. So we're just gonna be doing the side stories and only playing those. I'll still keep the main story. I'll still keep the gameplay for the main story, like those videos on my channel. But for the rest of this series, we're just literally just gonna be playing the side stories. So yeah, I read this part before, but I don't exactly remember what it's like what fully happened and things like that, because I was rushing through it when I was reading it and things like that, because I don't know why I was rushing myself through the DDLC Literature Club playthrough. I think I was assuming that people didn't really want to sit there and watch me for an hour and things like that. And people probably don't, but it's not good for me to assume that people don't want to watch me for 10 sorry that's a lot of time, an hour or an hour 30 minutes, 2 hours, because there might be some people out there who do want to watch me for that long, or are entertained by that or whatever, and it's not good for me to assume that people don't want to be sitting there watching me for that long. So I just kind of rushed myself, and that's not good. So yeah, this time I'm gonna be, chilling, going with the playthrough, cracking my jokes, things like that. I'm not gonna rush myself. I'm just gonna have fun with it like I normally would if I was playing this game with a friend or something like that. I'm just gonna goof around like I normally do, things like that, and, take my time on the reading, But, yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the video. Oh, I'm updating the game. Also, I got a PS5, yo, what's up? While I'm updating the thing, might as well flex on you real quick. I made a video on that, but then I was debating if I should even put it out, because I was like, I don't know. It's not like I got a capture card so I can record it for you guys, so I was like, whatever. I will get a capture card one day, because I'm trying to play some games on the PS5 for y'all. It's been a while. Alright, we're gonna do the side stories, but I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I wanna go in the DDLC just to get the intro and the music and all that, get some blood pumping. Oh. What the? No, that wasn't enough. I need to be more up. Yeah. Let's go. On the beat. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Monica, Sayori. Monica, Sayori, Yuri, Natsuki. Every time I play Doki Doki Literature Club. Wait.
I keep messing up.
Every time I play this game, my heart go Doki Doki. Every single time I play this game, I'm like, okie dokie, let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You already know how this game goes. It's pretty peaceful. No, it's not. It's really, really bad. If you don't know how to deal with anxiety or stress, I'll just you don't play it. Or at least if you're not over the age of 16, don't be this. Don't put this game in your feed. After playing it, I might get some therapy, or I don't know. But I swear to me that this will traumatize me. Yo, what up, my marshmallow motherfucker? Okay, so you already know. We're going in. We did Trust Part 1 and Part 2. We're going into Understanding Part 1. I already told y'all what's going on in the beginning, but if y'all didn't pay attention to that, here's a quick little recap. I did this before, but I was kind of rushing myself on it, and I didn't enjoy that footage. So we're gonna be doing it again, things like that. That was a few months ago and things like that, so I don't even remember. It was a few months ago or something like that, month or two or whatever ago, and I don't really remember how Part 1 goes. So we're doing this again. I was rushing myself too much on it. You know, I want to be more free with it. Have fun, you know, like I usually would. Like if I read a visual novel, I would say some dumb shit and be all goofy and stuff, but I wasn't doing that. You know, I was just kind of rushing myself to get these things done. And I don't know why. I was mainly rushing myself on like the other story things, like the main story, since I've already seen it a bunch of times. But like the side stories, I don't even know why I was rushing myself on that. But anyway, enough yammering. The club meeting is suddenly interrupted by the sound of the door, causing Monica and Sayori to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Oh. I forgot what voices I gave these girls, so I'm just work with me. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica.
It's her. It's the girl.
It's true. The girl standing in the doorway is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading alone in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems she's found her way to the club. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? I'm gonna get a little close. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Just a little bit. No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail containing her excitement. It's happening, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry, it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori. And we run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? My name is Sugar. I'd like to join your club.
Already?
Wait, really? Are you sure? I mean, I should be good enough. Everyone is welcome here. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down.
So what's your name?
Yuri.
I'm Sayori, and this is Monica.
Monica just comes on the side. She's like, Sayori, I already... Nice to meet you. Do you like fantasy?
Like books?
Yes, Sayori, like books. Yuri looks at Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yes. Have you heard of Annabelle Dupont? Can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheeks in joy. Aw, you could borrow my books if I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, caught completely off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help.
I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great.
I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my other books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You probably only need to bring one for now. Yuri nervously says that, noting to herself that the considerable heftiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances.
This girl is fucking weak.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have no experience with fantasy except maybe stuff that I read when I was a kid. But that's probably like a joke compared to what she's into.
I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat that we have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree, but what if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that?
Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic?
Oh, big words. What are you talking about? No, I'm playing.
We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her, aren't you?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for being so hasty. I just got anxious all of a sudden.
It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead.
What the heck? It's kind of scary how you can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Probably be great for helping Yuri if you're comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping me with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending some time with her.
Yay! That's exactly what I want to do. Besides,
Sayori lowers her voice.
I'm probably gonna need all the time I can get.
She taps her finger against the doily chunky book Yuri left sitting on the desk. Right afterward, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone indicates she may have ran at least part of the way. She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Sayori brought for her is just about as equal size to the one on Yuri's desk. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on it. I think I'm going to put my camera on the bottom of the screen real quick. Let me do that for you guys real quick. Damn it, I skipped 3 things. Okay, history, hold up. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe the day we could just get to know each other a little bit more. You know, I think, like, if we're gonna be reading together, then I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods at Sayori while the Yuri isn't looking. Oh! Okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book, then glances around the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. Why am I touching my face? I just washed my face. Yuri sits down and looks at her book. Okay.
So what made you decide you wanted to join the club?
Well, I like reading books, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea someone was starting a literature club, but that's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I only found out because Yuri glances over to Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens, and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous and I couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that I was probably irrational. Wait. No, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales in relief. I always seem to interrupt things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was actually really nervous to come by here for some other reasons too. Such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much people, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just you, the two of you. I definitely came at the right time.
Oh, that makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come.
Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I've never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. It's so hard to find others who are into the same thing I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. She just basically just said what all of us internet junkies are basically doing. We can only find people that are relatable online. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres?
I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature.
Oh, just things you would think are dumb. Sayori, is that a new face? Sayori pauses, a look of concern on her face.
How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me about something you're into?
I suppose that would be okay.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty into, crafty things. Like making cute little collages or decorating things like cards or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off till the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into.
You sound quite creative.
Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff.
So I have to share something that I'm into now, right? Sayori nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature.
I love nature.
Monica,
I'm gonna start a nature club.
No, you're not. You're stuck here with me now.
I'm not.
Oh, yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me.
Hey, don't give me responsibilities.
Oh, look at her. She's acting all cute.
Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going out into the woods or to the park, just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. It's peaceful. Just nice to remove. It's just
just nice to kind of remove yourself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate anonymously for a while. When do you like to do that?
It just depends on my mood. After school, on weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that.
I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do. If you don't let it slip through your fingers.
The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with
Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica had intended to leave it to Sayori and focus on her own work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more.
Oh, it looks like we should be wrapping up for today. So are you two going to be starting on that book the next club meeting?
That's the plan.
I'm so excited.
Sayori beams, Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Once again, Sayori and Monica are left in the club room. Sayori, you are a lifesaver.
I didn't do anything, I just talked. Still. Wait, what? Oh, sorry. Sayori, you're a lifesaver. I was freaking Monica and I think I was mixing up their dialogues.
Besides, it really lifted my mood.
I did it again.
It feels really nice when I can put my energy toward other people like that. She was really excited to be included, you know? It made me happy.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you, engaging her.
How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best.
I think you'll do great.
After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. Another school day ends. Swallowing her anxiety, Yuri makes her way to the club room, expecting to be the last one to arrive. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. It's club time again! Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact.
I'm sorry about yesterday.
Huh? Sayori tilts her head, unsure of what exactly Yuri is talking about.
Well, I mean the way I got overly excited to share my books. And you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so...
Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were.
Well, still. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it.
Huh? Why?
Because I know that you were just humoring me anyway.
In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it would be worth sharing. I've already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have been working on recruitment stuff mostly. So it just sounded like something fun that we could do together, reading your books. You know, like as a club activity. That would be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for being like this. don't have to apologize. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable here.
Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. Whoa, foreshadowing the actual game. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads the cover of the book.
Dusk Bell?
Part 1 of the Everlast Saga.
Ah, it's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Sorry, I'm ready now.
Alright, I should probably get some paper.
Bro, Yuri was just sitting there like, bro, what the fuck is this
Bitch talking about. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Wait, how come you need paper? Oh, it's useful to draw out sometimes, like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes.
Notes? Yes, that's an effective strategy.
Exactly.
I'm sure it will be especially
Helpful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. Yeah, it flew over my head too. What did she... Was she like humoring her by saying, "Ah, yes, that's an effective strategy"? Is that what's going on here? I don't know. But thinking about it, she decides that is probably for the best that it did. Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. You can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in the things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident enough from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart, especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart when you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started?
Okay.
After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori through the basics of the fantasy world their story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is one that Yuri finds her passion leaning towards. How do people come up with this stuff? It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing?
Oh, like poetry and stuff like that.
Things I write are just putting down the feelings that come into my head, you know? But this is there must be so much planning and hard work. Ah, you're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works like poetry and folk songs.
No way.
Yuri giggles, filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes it's the first time she's heard Yuri laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we could get started reading now if you're ready. Is that not what they were doing?
Okay, but I can't read very fast.
Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in.
I see.
Sayori jots Yuri is patient in her notes. Hey, that's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kinda glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the rest of... through the first few pages of the book, getting past the table of contents.
Okay, chapter 1.
The room becomes silent and the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Well, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent.
It's okay to ask questions, right?
Of course. Sayori turns the page.
Are these footnotes?
Mm-hmm. A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expression remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, their expressions had been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned.
Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present?
Where?
Right here.
They're talking about the past. These paragraphs are describing a flashback that Bernard's is having.
But they didn't tell me that.
It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. The two of them continue, with Sayori asking fewer questions. Oh, give me a second. Hold on. Y'all, I swear to God, I am not gonna hold y'all. I was about those farts where you think it's a fart, but it's not. It's like a literal poop. Like you're about to poop. Like shark. Bro, I literally saved myself there. The two of them continue reading, with Sayori asking fewer questions. She began to understand the value in the notes, as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But her reduction question comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her fearing that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sayori takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gotten through so far. So, what are your thoughts up to this point? Yuri tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? I'm not sure I understand. Well, I don't know. When it takes me so long to read and understand things, it makes me feel really dumb. But I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and keep doing my best so I can see it the way you do. The relaxation of Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses, then shakes her head. We could do something else tomorrow. But I'm sorry.
Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Sayori is left alone with her own words. How did this happen? We were having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I still messed it up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, spread with notes. The book sits next to them. Them? Oh, okay. Right. If she wasn't coming back, she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she forgot to take it with her. This is horrible. Was it really because she thought I wasn't enjoying our time together? Or maybe she wasn't enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down so much by having trouble following along. I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. Alright, Sayori, you're thinking too much, girl. I need to do better for her. Oh, wow. How long has this recording been? Yeah, I'm gonna end the recording right here and then put it in parts. So I'm gonna record part 2 right now and just end part 1 right here. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to cook up that like button and roast that subscribe button like a s'more, and I will see y'all in the next video. Alright guys, see y'all then.